Hello, my most fabulous art friends. This week we're going to create line monsters. And what that means is we're going to take the lines that we've learned to create a colorful line-filled page and use some extra added elements to turn that into a monster. So, for today's lesson, you're going to need a few different materials. You're going to need kid scissors and glue. Stick glue is best. Make sure you have an adult's permission before you take these items. You're going to need something to draw with. Miss Fontaine will use a marker so that my lines stand out. You should always use a pencil first. This way you can erase if need be, and you can trace with a marker afterwards. Something to color with, and 2 to 3 sheets of paper. You're going to want to have one full-size sheet of paper, and then either 2 half sheets, or if you don't have construction paper, you can just use the sheet of white and color in the colors that you need. But I don't need this right now, so I'm going to put it to the side. I'm going to take my drawing tool. Remember that I'm using a marker, but you should be using a pencil. And I'm thinking back to the lines that we learned, and I'm going to create lines going from one end of my paper across to the other end. Now notice I'm holding my paper portrait style. That's long ways. Not this way. I'll be able to make a bigger monster if I keep it going portrait style. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to think about a line that I enjoyed drawing, and I'm going to add it to my monster. Oh, I love that bumpy line. I'm thinking about more lines that I enjoyed drawing, and I really enjoyed the zigzag line. Notice how I make the line going from one end of the paper all the way to the other side. Continuing down my paper, I'm going to keep adding lines. And there you have it. I have a bumpy, a zigzag, a loopy or curly line, a castle line, and another type of bumpy line. Kind of looks like a cloud line. Your next step is to color in all of your sections. I suggest using one color for each section. You can do this in a pattern of colors. You can choose any colors you'd like and have fun with it, or you can do just like Miss Fontaine and use rainbow colors. I chose to put red at the top, orange next, then yellow, green, blue, and violet or purple. And then I decided to put purple in my little bubbles right there. So I'm going to grab those other 2 sheets of paper that I had before. I'm going to use my scissors to cut out circles in this black paper. I'm going to use my pencil so that I can draw them first. It's very hard for you to see the pencil in the black paper, although it seems to be appearing on my screen. I'm going to take my scissors. I turn the paper as I cut. These probably won't be perfectly round, but that's okay. Set that one aside. Move on to the next one. And make sure when you're done that you don't throw out this paper. I can create other details for my line monster besides the ones that I'm going to show you, or you can use it to create another piece of collage artwork. From here on out, I will need just the white sheet of paper. I'm going to use my pencil again to make even smaller circles. By using my pencil, I'm making sure that they are around the same size, and I'm not wasting paper or making a million different eyes to make them fit. They don't have to be exact or perfect. The whole idea is to have fun. I go around my other eyeball. Now, when I put my eyes on the black, I make sure that I have this line side where you can see the pencil, and that's the side I'm going to glue down. I'm going to take my stick glue and I'm only going to make it go over just a tiny bit. I'm going to add a little bit of glue, that white dot, and attach it to the black. I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. A little bit of glue, attach it to the black. I'm then going to turn the black eyeball over, put some glue on the back of it, and attach an eyeball kind of near the top. I'm going to repeat that step over here and attach the other eyeball nearby. I'm going to close my glue. I'm not done with it, but just so that it doesn't dry up. I always make sure to turn it in so I'm not leaving any out. And then I cap that shut. I'm going to go back to that white sheet of paper that I had before, and I'd like to create some scary monster teeth. But I think that this is easier if I don't draw them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this paper and I'm going to cut a strip. That means to make a long, thin piece of this paper. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut in diagonals. So diagonal, diagonal. And I'm going to cut the whole paper up using diagonals. Some bigger than others, some smaller than others. I'm not making them the same size, and I certainly don't have to use all of them. There you have it. I have some teeth here, so let's see. I'm going to use these teeth and set them up in a smile. This is a happy, friendly line monster. I think I'm only going to use these 4. I like the way that that looks. I'm going to take them one at a time and put just a tiny bit of glue on the back of them. Nice little line going up and down the back. I'm going to repeat this step for each one of my teeth. This is a great activity. We get to do many things. We get to draw, we get to color, we get to focus on some of the elements of art, and we get the opportunity to cut and glue. And it's always especially important to practice those skills. There you have it, my friends, a line monster. Isn't he cute? Have fun. I can't wait to see your line monsters.